What up, what up?
Got the young homie in here, man. G. Kahlo, what's up?
Yes, sir. What up?
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I got a very special guest in the house, the one and only G. Kahlo. What's up, man?
What up? How you doing?
Good, man. How you living?
Doing good, man. We're blessed.
Yes. And it's going down, man. You're kind of coming down off a high from doing a really big show, a sold-out show at Baby Bash and Lil Rob. How was that?
Yes, sir. It was super fun. Yeah, we had Baby Bash, Lil Rob, and MC Magic out there. And it was live. It was packed. It was super packed.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good time, though.
That's tight, man. He's just getting his legs in the game, y'all, with rap and hip-hop. He's a young, up-and-coming hip-hop artist. And I actually, you know me, man, 40. But we in here, man. We about to introduce him to Bruce Hornsby and The Range. I just want to see where this goes, man. You know what I'm saying? We just going to leave it at that. If you ready, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
40-year-old boys are back in town. 40. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
So was he like very big?
Who?
In the
Bruce Hornsby?
Bruce Hornsby?
I mean, he's pretty big. I mean, big enough that we reacting to his ass. I didn't listen to him like that. I got introduced to him on this channel, and that's why I'm introducing you, because I just think there's a little something here for the young. Y'all will see where this goes. But yeah, let me get this video up. You guys, support the original content, and if you want to become a member of this channel, there's a link in the description. You get access to these reactions early. Again, there's no obligation. Just thank you to the members. And use our reaction channels as a conduit to promotion. If you're getting introduced to things, or if this reminds you, brings you back, go stream the original artist so that we're actually promoting and being a part of the ecosystem, where they try to say reactors are taking, and we're not. We're really here like the modern DJ, and I want to make that very vocal so that we can grow together. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. Here we go. This is Bruce Hornsby and The Range. Let me know what you're hearing, what you're thinking, and yeah. Let's go.
Ooh.
Just for fun, he says, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Ah, but don't you believe them?
All right, I have to ask it because I know you're younger than me, and I know you have listened to Tupac.
Yeah.
But is any of this sounding familiar to you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What then? Where's it from?
Oh yeah. The changes.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Because when I reacted to this, I'm like, yo, this is Pac. Like, what? I didn't know Pac got it from this dude. Did you know that?
I did not.
You've never heard this original?
No.
That's why it's so fire to me, because like Tupac, you see the skateboard. Anyways, Changes is one of the, like, an instrumental song in hip hop, because at a time where gangster rap,
This is the original?
this is the original. Tupac and them created changes from this.
Oh, shit. Damn.
And think about when you're listening to this, you're like, this is tight. But think about the messaging and how Tupac took the similar messaging and put it in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And made it about the ghetto and was like, yo. And so this is how music is universal and it inspires. And it's like Tupac was like, dude, Bruce Hornsby is the man. That's what he's saying without saying it.
Yeah.
You know, and was saying it because I think in interviews he would say that. But I think at the time I just wasn't familiar with Bruce Hornsby. And this was so big. People are like, oh, yeah, Tupac, you know, and this is why a lot of the biggest songs in general are remakes, covers, and remixes. This goes in the rock world, too. I'm noticing rock legends, stuff that I was like, oh, I'm finding out, oh, that was a cover. They did a cover of someone else's, a blues song, and they made it country or they made it rock, and they're taking lyrics. And so this is... The thing is, people will give rap a bad rap. They'll say they stole it. But what I'm seeing is musicians respect other musicians and love, and they want to take a piece of that and share it with the world. That's what Tupac wanted to do. And when you really listen close, because at first I was like, yo, I think they might have a thing because I always hear rappers remixing stuff. I was like, oh, that's the easy way out. But then I'm like, where did they get it from? And, you know, Led Zeppelin was taking from blues artists. Elvis, you know, and not taking in the sense of maybe being influenced. There's all this stuff going on in music that people just, they want to see it their own way, but I'm trying to see it with clear vision and with an open mind.
Oh, yeah. And I absolutely love when a lot of different types of artists are able to get inspiration from other artists and like they pay homage. It's just like you said, it's not really necessarily biting, because if you're able to take a piece of somebody's art and if you're able to add your own substance or like you're able to splash your own piece of art onto it too, it's beautiful what can be created. And it just like if it weren't for this, we wouldn't have changes.
Yeah, and I would have never been able to connect. It's just, people just don't get it sometimes. But yeah, it lives on through the original. And that's why I'm going back, showing you the original, because it's important. Yeah. That's important for us to know this history.
Oh,
This is dope.
Ah, but don't you believe them? Said, hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go. You don't look like they do.
Talk about
Said, hey,
segregation.
oh man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? You said so. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Oh, but don't you believe that?
I'm low-key getting a little emotional. The substance of this song, but then the pianos, the way it ties it together. And I've heard this, again, because I've done a reaction to it, but I haven't revisited it. And revisiting it, so we're recording this today on 4th of July, before we go celebrate Independence Day with our families and have festivities. And some of the stuff he said reminds us of the history of the country. There's a dark history. But then him playing the song reminds us that, like, in our cultures, as of recent in 2024, a lot of people are like, the white man did this to you. you get caught up in this mindset, and then you're like, but what about him? What about all the people that marched and we ended these things? We never talk about how far we've come and how far we've grown and the potential of America. It's so easy to point the finger at certain people instead of also taking the time to realize the changes that have happened. We're still changing. There's going to be growing pains. And I get like kind of man, I've gotten more patriotic as I've gotten older, and I just hear stuff like this, and I'm proud that people did stand up in times when it was harder to speak the truth, and why we're not highlighting that when they're saying crazy stuff from certain sides about, and they're generalizing a whole group of people. And I think we got to stop generalizing and just start working on our communities and building stronger communities, because we all have issues. Yeah. And, I hear this, and it's just beautiful, because it's like, you're in this world where you might be told no one cares. And literally this man is singing about how much he cares. And he not only did that, he sang it at the highest level to try to help change the world. Yeah. And then it transferred into Tupac's messaging about changes, what keeps it growing within a demographic like rap. And it's just all these things. I'm just like,
which is also extremely important, because you take somebody like this, he's not going to be able to reach a certain demographic. Yeah. And then you take somebody like Tupac, and with Tupac being able to put it in his own, like his own words, but basically like the same type of messaging, it's so important. It's extremely important because of the influence that a lot of artists have.
This reaction is the proof.
Yeah.
You were in awe when I said this was the original. You're just like, oh, he's replaying Tupac. That's what you thought.
I was like, this is his rendition, all right?
Oh, this is a cool rendition of Tupac. No. And that's why we're here. So this is just a beautiful thing, man. I didn't even know I was going to put you in front of this, because I was like, I got to put you in front. Anyways, this is cool, man. This is a vibe. Yeah. And that's what I like about music, because it gets me feeling again, because I get really numb from social media and just working and da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? He got a rat tail, though.
Bro, I was dreaming that the whole time.
Give those who ain't got a little more, but it only goes.
Yeah, you rocking the rat tail?
There's a lot of change in others' mind when all it sees is the hiring time. There's the light on the color bar. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is.
The sound is super uplifting.
That's just the way it is.
Like we in church. The way he hits those keys, though, is like smooth. It's very interesting. I always see people like this, and he's like, it's wild. He knew when he wrote this or made this, he knew. I see it in his smile when he's playing. It's like, we're going to change the world, man. We're going to change the world.
Everybody's vibing.
They should, man. They made a timeless classic.
Oh, yeah.
About, what, as a human, as the human experience, we got to change. We got to get away from all the tribalism and start working together. But yeah. And see, the first thing that pops up. Yeah. Wow. Now think about this real quick. This is what's kind of interesting. I don't know who was bigger, because in Africa they ain't wearing Bruce Hornsby shirts, but they wearing who? Tupac, Bob Marley, Biggie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when I look at this song, and I'm not saying, bro, I personally, I don't know, man. As I've gotten older, this is just crazy to me. Like, I loved this song, this version. But I'm like, yo, Bruce Hornsby got 40 million views, and Tupac has 48 or 384 million. And again, this is how you can carry on the life and the feeling. I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm not saying it's even close, but that energy and that feeling and just, tipping your hat and giving the flowers to the original. And that's why I wanted to put you in front of it, because I was like, yo, I didn't say it before the reactions. I was just like, you like Tupac, right? I didn't say change. I was like, you heard change, because I just wanted to see where this went. Yeah. And that's why, because I'm just like, yo, like I come into some of these reactions ignorant of where this music has come from, and it's a fun. Like I always call my channel, like my channel should be called the School of Rock at this point, because bro, I'm just learning. Man, I'm like, really, like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but that's why too. Like this video and this reaction, like you said, is just an example of why influence is so important.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, you guys, let us know what we got, what we missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know what it is. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.